In the village of Udaroni, there lived a woman named Enita. Her beauty was captivating, with eyes that sparkled like the morning sun and skin that glowed like polished ebony. However, beneath her enchanting exterior lay a heart as black as midnight. Enita was known for her malicious ways and manipulative nature. She had a sharp tongue that could cut deeper than any knife, and she revealed the misery of others. Enita thrived in chaos, always plotting to bring misfortune to those around her. One day, a young woman named Isio arrived in Udaroni. She came to treat a sick customer and decided to live in Udaroni. She was gentle and kind-hearted, and the villagers quickly grew fond of her. Isio's beauty rivaled Enita's, but her spirit was pure and selfless. Envy blossomed in Enita's dark heart, and she vowed to ruin Isio's life. Enita began spreading false rumors about Isio, whispering lies into the ears of the villagers. She claimed that Isio was a witch who had come to curse their village. Fear and suspicion took root, and soon Isio found herself ostracized and alone. The once warm and welcoming villagers turned cold, avoiding her like a plague. One night, Enita concocted a wicked plan to drive Isio out of Udaroni forever. She bribed a young boy named Obi to steal a sacred statue from the village shrine and hide it in Isio's hut. The next morning, the villagers discovered the missing statue, and following Enita's planted clues, found it in Isio's possession. Enraged, they accused her of sacrilege and demanded she leave their village immediately. Isio, weeping and pleading her innocence, was driven out of the village. Enita watched with a triumphant smile as her rival disappeared into the forest. She believed she had won, but the gods of Udaroni were not blind to her deeds. A week after Isio left Udaroni, strange things began happening in Udaroni. The crops withered in the fields, and the river that was once very clean and their only source of water turned dirty and smelly, that they were unable to make use of it for anything. Children fell ill with mysterious ailments, and the villagers grew desperate. They prayed and offered sacrifices, but nothing changed. One night as Enita slept, she was visited by a spirit in her dreams. It was the spirit of the sacred statue she had desecrated. The spirit, with eyes burning like embers, spoke in a voice that echoed through the depths of her soul.
Enita, your heart is blacker than the deepest night. You have sown discord and suffering, and now you shall reap the consequences. Until you seek redemption and right your wrongs, Udaroni will suffer under your curse.
Enita awoke, drenched in sweat and trembling with fear. She dismissed the dream as a mere figment of her imagination, but the next day the spirit warning became clear. Her once beautiful face began to wither, her skin turning ashen, and her hair falling out in clumps. The villagers, seeing her transformation, whispered that she had been cursed by the gods. Desperation clawed at Enita's mind as she realized the gravity of her actions. She sought out the village elder, Leone, a wise and ancient man who had seen many things in his long life. With a heart full of dread, she confessed her sin to him. Elder Leone, I have wronged Isio and brought a curse upon our village. I do not know how to undo the damage I have caused, she sobbed. Leone looked at Enita with a mixture of pity and disdain. Your heart was black with envy and malice, Enita. The gods have seen your deed and punished you accordingly. The only way to leave the curse is to seek out Isio and beg for her forgiveness. Only she can intercede on your behalf and restore balance to Udaroni. Enita's heart sank. She knew that finding Isio would not be easy, as she had no idea where she came from, and earning her forgiveness would be even harder. But she had no choice. The suffering of her people weighed heavily on her conscience, and she resolved to embark on the journey to find Isio and seek redemption. With a heavy heart, Enita left Udaroni and ventured from village to village in search of Isio, hoping to find the woman she had so cruelly wronged. She had no idea what trials awaited her or if Isio would ever forgive her. But for the sake of her village and her own soul, she had to try. Enita moved from village to village, asking after Isio, her body weakened by guilt and the physical manifestation of her curse. Nobody responded to her due to her strange look. Days turned into weeks as she navigated the villagers, surviving on leftover food and waters given by kind-hearted individuals. Each night, the spirit of the sacred statue haunted her dreams, reminding her of her missions and the suffering she had caused. One fateful day, as Enita reached the seventh village, exhausted and nearly broken, she asked the villagers if they had seen a woman named Isio. To her relief, they had. Isio had been living among them, using her skills as a healer to help the sick and the needy. Enita found Isio tending to a garden, her hands gently coaxing life from the soil. Seeing her, Enita fell to her knees, tears streaming down her face. Isio, she sobbed, I have come to beg for your forgiveness. I wronged you in ways I cannot even begin to express. My heart was black with envy, and my actions have caused the village. Please, I beg you, forgive me and lift this curse. Isio looked at Enita's eyes, filled with a mix of sorrow and compassion. Enita, you caused me great pain and suffering. You turned the villagers against me and made me an outcast. But I have found peace and purpose here, and I have learned to forgive. The gods will hear my plea, but your true redemption lies in changing your ways. With Isio's forgiveness, Enita felt a weight lift from her soul. But she knew her journey was not over. She stayed in the village learning the skill of healing with herbs from Isio, helping the sick and the poor. Enita saw firsthand the power of kindness and selflessness, and slowly her heart began to change. The blackness that had consumed her started to fade as she learned the value of compassion and humility. One day, as Enita and Isio were gathering herbs, the spirit of the sacred statue appeared before them. Enita, it spoke. You have begun the path of redemption. The curse on Udaroni is lifted, but your journey doesn't end here. Go back to Udaroni, and there you will be a great healer. Continue to spread kindness and help those in need. Let your heart be a beacon of light, not darkness. Enita returned to Udaroni, her appearance restored, but more importantly, her heart transformed. She confessed her deeds to the villagers and shared the lessons she had learned. Over time, the village healed, and Enita became a great healer, a respected and beloved member of the community. She dedicated her life to helping others and ensuring that no one would suffer as Isio had. In this story, it shows that envy and malice lead to destruction, but through humility, compassion, and genuine remorse, even the blackest hearts can find redemption. The power of forgiveness and the strength to change one's ways can heal not only oneself, but also the community around them. This is Umma's story time. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I am Amarachi Ihoma, the young storyteller.